because I feel like she is, because I was there when she was born, even though she didn't come out of me. But I feel like she's mine.
You can't convince Portia this is not her mom.
You know, so it's like we really have a tight bond.
The Queen of Gospel, known for her soul-stirring voice, is reportedly fighting for her health, hooked up to monitors, surrounded by medical staff, and facing the terrifying possibility that she may never walk again. This isn't just a testimony gone wrong. It's a shocking scandal filled with secrets, cover-ups, and questions about what really happened. How did a celebrated transformation lead to emergency surgery in just months? Was it a divine plan, a desperate choice, or an industry machine turning pain into profit? Get ready, because this story will shake your faith, drop your jaw, and light up your group chats. Let's dive in. Grab your prayer shawl and hold on tight, because this isn't your usual church gossip. This is Tamela Mann's miracle turned nightmare, and the truth is burning hot. Let's go back to when Tamela stunned the world by shedding over 200 pounds, sparking a frenzy online. Church members swapped potlucks for protein shakes. Families hid their fried chicken, and social media exploded with hashtags like Tamela Triumph, to fit for faith, and blessed and trim. It felt like a revival, with her transformation hailed as a miracle. But now, it seems that miracle came with a price she couldn't pay. Not in dollars, but in her health, mobility, and maybe her future. The weight loss that had blogs buzzing with praise is now whispered about as a dangerous secret, possibly the biggest cover-up since someone hid contraband in a church piano. So, how did we get here? Tamela Mann is gospel royalty, a voice that could move mountains and mend hearts. With her husband, David, she's been a powerhouse for years. But something shifted recently, and it wasn't just her size. Her transformation was sudden, polished, and perfectly packaged. One moment, she's belting out anthems. The next, she's posting flawless photos that had even pastors raising an eyebrow. Fans called it a blessing, but insiders saw it as a calculated rebrand. Tamela wasn't just losing weight. She was being reshaped into a new image. Slimmer, fitter, ready for wellness books, fitness videos, and maybe even a branded prayer journal with a step counter. Then came the health campaign. Overnight, her social media turned into a shrine of smoothies, scripture, and captions like, "I'm stepping into purpose, 1 mile at a time." It was inspiring, until rumors surfaced that her body was breaking under the pressure. Whispers grew louder. Tamela was reportedly struggling to walk between performances. Sources claimed she kept ice packs under her outfits, and backup singers were propping her up on stage. A crew member noticed she hadn't moved without help since early in her tour. These aren't just rumors. Insiders point to private medical reports, urgent emails, and a dramatic intervention by Dr. Jackie, the gospel world's go-to doctor for stars in crisis. Known for saving performers from health disasters, Dr. Jackie reportedly flew in after Tamela's assistant raised alarms about numbness in her legs. Within hours, Tamela was whisked to a private clinic in Atlanta, where staff, sworn to secrecy, treated her for severe inflammation, weak joints, and signs of malnutrition from extreme dieting. Yes, malnutrition. The woman who lit up red carpets and inspired millions had bones so fragile they were practically begging for a break. A nurse, speaking anonymously, said Tamela's scans looked like her joints had been erased. Yet, while she was on IV drips and prayer lists, her team kept booking shows, cruises, and late-night concerts, treating her not as a person, but as a product. How did a journey of faith and fitness end in such tragedy? Leaked messages between a former stylist and a tour manager reveal a grueling routine. 2 smoothies daily, hours of intense rehearsals, and supplements from an unqualified wellness coach called Pastor Pure. This so-called expert, with no medical credentials, only a blog and a flashy persona, had Tamela on a regimen of questionable herbs and extreme fasting. She followed it, desperate to maintain her new image, until her body gave out. When the damage became undeniable, her team allegedly went into overdrive to hide it. They silenced staff, deleted online posts, and even shut down her website for days. Fans grew suspicious, with one writing online, "She collapsed on stage, and now they're saying she's on a retreat." We're not that naive. Then, Dr. Jackie broke her silence with a cryptic message on a live stream. When the body and spirit are pushed too far for profit, the soul pays the price. The internet erupted, with fans pointing to Tamela before she finished speaking. That's where part 1 ends, a gospel legend in medical crisis, a team chasing checks over care, and a cover-up tighter than a church hat. But part 2 is coming, and it's darker. We'll uncover deleted medical notes, a memo calling Tamela's hospitalization a spiritual break, and more secrets that will leave you stunned. Stay tuned. Now, we dive deeper into the shadows behind Tamela Mann's story, where the truth is buried under layers of lies, leaked reports, and a nurse brave enough to speak out. A memo, allegedly from a label executive, surfaced after a former staffer sent it to a blog. Titled "Focus on Faith, Not Health," it reportedly instructed the team to avoid mentioning hospital stays or emergencies, instead calling Tamela's absence a wellness journey. It urged using her faith to spin the story, emphasizing God's healing over medical reality. One publicist even suggested framing it as a holy pause, as if she chose stillness, not that her legs gave out. Behind the scenes, Tamela was reportedly undergoing urgent knee surgery, described by a doctor as one of the most complex reconstructions they'd seen, caused by rapid weight loss, eroded cartilage, and muscle loss from extreme dieting. Her body was literally consuming itself to keep up with the industry's demands. A backup singer shared a chilling story, claiming Tamela once whispered backstage, "If I fall, say it was the spirit moving." That's not faith, it's a plea. Then there's Pastor Pure, the unlicensed coach who prescribed turmeric drinks, questionable powders, and fasting routines disguised as spiritual cleansing. Insiders say Tamela lost weight so fast she was in tears from exhaustion, yet her team posted videos of her glowing, carefully edited to hide her struggles. Fans noticed something off. Cameras zoomed oddly on her face, avoiding her body. Social media lit up with posts tracking her decline. Weight loss in January, limping by February, a cancelled show in March blamed on rest, and a shaky performance in April. By May, she vanished from public view. Tamela's husband, David, known for his heartfelt posts, went silent. Some say he's protecting her. Others claim he's bound by a contract forbidding him to speak. A nurse, using the alias Psalm 91 Truth, revealed Tamela could barely sit up. Her nerve scans were critical, and her pain medication list was extensive. One knee is reportedly beyond repair, held together by temporary fixes and hope. Her team, meanwhile, kept posting old photos with captions like, "Tamela's resting and renewing." Resting? She's fighting for her life. Dr. Jackie, back in the spotlight, reportedly left a voicemail, later leaked, saying, "If they keep pushing her, she may never walk again. I won't stand for it." Yet the label planned a wellness tour, selling tickets to a story of triumph while Tamela lay in a hospital bed. Part 3 is coming, and it follows the money. Secret deals, questionable supplements, and even her son profiting from her pain. The truth is uglier than you think. Stay with us. Welcome to the final chapter of this gospel tragedy, where we pull back the curtain on an industry that turned Tamela Mann into a symbol while breaking her body. This wasn't just a personal journey. It was a calculated campaign tied to a shady supplement company with a history of dubious claims. Leaked documents show her label signed a $3.2 million deal, requiring Tamela to promote their products, post fitness content, and attend faith and wellness events. Sources say the supplements were placebos, while her real routine included risky injections, a starvation diet, and IV drips that strained her liver. An insider admitted her health was failing, but her name sold pills. In this world, a testimony outweighs a doctor's warning. Her son, David Mann Jr., reportedly launched a merchandise line during her surgeries, selling shirts and mugs with slogans like "Faith over Pain." Fans called it betrayal, especially when rumors surfaced of a Netflix pitch about her story, planned without her consent while she was sedated. Her husband, David, remains silent, allegedly bound by a contract that traded his voice for a new car and perks. Dr. Jackie, the only one fighting for truth, reportedly quit after discovering her medical notes were tampered with. Someone used a fake ID to alter Tamela's hospital records, removing warnings and adding false recovery claims. Jackie is now pursuing legal action, saying, "I heal people, not brands." Tamela faces a critical surgery within days, one that could decide her ability to walk. It's so risky it requires a do not resuscitate form. Yet her social media posts old clips, pretending she's thriving. The churches that once celebrated her are silent, their leaders absent despite profiting from her music. Fans are fighting back, with hashtags like #SaveTamela and #LetHerHeal trending. One viral post read, "She sang for the king, but you sent her to surgery." The question lingers, was Tamela's breakdown caused by her choices or an industry that works?